Let us say hello now to the tarantula himself, my good friend Jalin Turner. Jalin, how are you, my friend? Congrats on the win.
Thank you, man. I'm doing good.
Golly, you're on fire, my friend. I feel like you're like that gif of the guy just walking on fire. 5 in a row, 5 finishes. If the confidence scale was 1 to 10, I feel like your confidence is at like a 25 at this point. Am I right?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident. It's
Oh,
you hear me?
yeah, I lost you for a sec, but I think we're good now.
Yeah. I said my confidence is pretty high after continuing the successful finish streak.
Man, 5 in a row and winning like that on a stage like that with a finish like that, 45 seconds. Best win of your career?
I could definitely give it that title. Got me into the rankings. Got me where I needed to be. So definitely one of my favorites so far.
Where are you ranked now? I didn't see. Oh, did we lose him? You hear me, Jalin?
Yeah, I don't know what's up with us, but we have bad connection.
Second time in a row, Jalin. Come on. And now you're not in a car. Where are you on Wi-Fi or are you on regular like cells coverage, whatever it is, LTE, 5G?
I'm on Wi-Fi. I'm at home on Wi-Fi.
Can you try without Wi-Fi?
Yeah, let's see.
All right, let's see. Sometimes the Wi-Fi is the issue. Jalin Turner, 27. 13-5, but has won 5 in a row, like I said. All finishes. Beat Brad Riddell. Beat Jamie Malarkey, Urs Medic, Brock Weaver, Joshua Kulibao. Last loss, 2019. All right, he's back. Jalin, you back? You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm clear.
I think this should be better. So you were saying, I asked you best one, and you think, yes, fair to say that? Best one so far? Best win?
Yeah, so far. Yeah, no doubt.
I loved everything about it. Honestly, Brad Riddell is a super tough guy. I think a lot of people thought you were going to win. Actually, I was surprised that you weren't a bigger favorite going into the fight. But be honest with me, 45-second sub, like were you a little surprised it ended that quickly?
Yeah, man. I thought we were going to, have a little back and forth, get into some crazy exchanges and, I have to test the durability a bit more. But yeah, 45 seconds.
Incredible. A night like that on a stage like that. And you were saying you're ranked now. What are you ranked at the moment? I missed it.
Number 14.
So this is first time with a number next to your name.
Yeah.
Is this some kind of goal for you? Like, is this something you wanted badly?
Oh yeah, and the goal is to be a champion. This is just a part of the journey.
By the way, I love the hair. You had the spider web in there. Have you done that before?
Yeah, I've done it since I fought Brock. I started rocking my spider webs in the Octagon.
Who does that for you?
My barber, Shaggy.
But when you're in Vegas, or you do it before you leave?
Yeah, I do it before I leave. Yeah, I do it. I usually leave since I've been fighting in Vegas my last few fights. I just do it that Monday before I leave, and then it usually will last up until the fight.
It stays fresh like that till Saturday? That's impressive. Your hair doesn't grow back. I mean, for me, it would be gone by Saturday. How does it look now?
I'm lucky. It's going a little bit here and there. It's growing in.
It's not bad. Everything about you is just like oozing confidence right now, on fire. So now that you're 14, do you feel like, okay, now this is a brand new chapter, you're ranked, and now we're going to start to face some of the top dogs in the division? Like this is the beginning of a whole other run now?
Yeah, man, I've reached a new level, it's like, getting in a new tax bracket, it's a lot of stuff that comes with it. So yeah, man, I'm ready to start taking this division by storm and, fighting these higher level opponents and continuing to make it look easy.
What's so impressive about your whole look? I mean, you're a very long guy. The arms are incredibly long. You're a tall guy. When you're out of camp now, how big do you actually get?
Honestly, the biggest I really get is 185, and as soon as I'm in camp, I start walking around like 75, at the heaviest. This camp, I was down to 72 comfortable.
Down to 70. So do you think at some point you'll have to go up or no? Like as you get older, or do you think you'll always be able to? Because you're just so tall, you're so big, you're so long.
You know, I don't think I'll be going up anytime soon, but they say that the metabolism changes once you hit 30. So we'll see once I hit 30. But right now, I'm gonna stay at 55. I don't see myself bulking up too much, or because like the cut's not that hard. Like this cut was actually super smooth. Like it was like one of the easiest, one of the smoothest, and I gotta thank Icon Mills and the dietitian at the UFC, the PI Charles. So it was good.
Yeah, and by the way, I'm not suggesting you should move up anytime soon. You're obviously killing it at 55. I was just wondering, eventually, given your size, if you've kind of thought that you'll have to move up because of the metabolism and all that. So, like, just want to make that clear. There's no need to move up. I hate when people ask that sort of thing. By the way, 3 pay-per-views in a row, so they're obviously behind you. They're featuring you on these big cards. Do you feel the love? Do you feel like they're going to start putting you maybe on the main cards now? Like, what are you feeling from them?
Yeah, I feel the love. I finally started showcasing myself, and everything's paid off. All the opportunities have paid off, and yeah, man, maybe who knows, dude? Sure, maybe even main event or headline a fight night. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, but
no,
Billy's are endless. We'll see.
Is that if you had to choose, would that be the next step for you? Headline a fight night? Is that something you want next?
I mean, I'm definitely not opposed to that. That'd be fun, get my first 5-rounder in, test those waters, see how it goes. Down to go 5 rounds, depending on who they give me, but I'd be down for it.
Who would be the dream opponent in that scenario right now?
Honestly, dude, it really doesn't matter to me. No dream opponent, it's just always another fight. It's business to me. That's all it is.
No, there's no one on your radar right now that you feel gets you to another level. You don't look at things like that.
Nah, man, nah. It's my job first and foremost is to go in there and perform, execute, fight, let my action do the talking, and whoever they put in front of me, that's all it is. Like once I get that contract signed and I start focusing in on executing my game, then we go from there. But right now, like, there's no, for me, it's never been like a dream opponent, like somebody I really want to fight badly. I really want to do this with or that with. Like, whoever's in front of me, I want to fight. I want to go through. Whoever has the belt, by the time I get to that point, I want to fight. I want to go through. That's how it's always been in my mind.
By the way, right now, are you in San Bernardino?
Yeah. I'm actually in Loma Linda right now, but it's like a city away from San Bernardino.
I don't know the area very well. How far are you from Lemoore? Is that not close?
Nah, not too close. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because they said they were going to go back to Lemoore for an event at the Tachi Palace. So I thought maybe that I know it's in Cali for like a fight night. I thought maybe it would make sense for you. I'm trying to make this happen for you.
Yeah, no, that's. I'd rather fight at like the Honda Center, Anaheim, or something.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah.
All right. Well, we were talking fight nights, and they don't usually do fight nights there. So that's what I was trying to, will this into existence.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
I see what you're doing.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Big July 4th weekend show in Las Vegas. Did that mean anything special for you? Like, was that something that felt like a bucket list thing, or another thing to cross off the list in terms of the accomplishments that are on the resume now?
Yeah, being a part of International Fight Week, just fighting on that card, it's pretty awesome. I've wanted to do it since I got to the UFC, and I finally got to cross it off the list. And if I don't end up fighting the next International Fight Week, I get to have a fan experience with everybody. So that'd be cool to do.
Yeah, and you got to fight on ABC, which was a big spot. Although your fight ended so quickly that they had to fill so much time, and I'm sure I don't know. It's like a gift and a curse, right? You want to get that ABC love, that ABC airtime. But you also love getting the quick win, right? So which would you have preferred? Probably the quick win. You don't want to get punched in the face.
Honestly, after this one, I'm kind of wanted to get hit a little bit. I wanted to feel like itching, the warrior in me was like, man, like it was satisfying to get the win the way I did, but I just felt like something was missing, a little bit of contact, but that's just a competitor in me, I guess.
Did he land a single punch on you?
Nah,
Oh
he
my
threw
God.
I think he landed like a leg kick.
Wow, that is so crazy. Imagine like all that buildup, months and months of training, mentally, physically. I mean, you're just like everything's built for this one moment, and it's literally like 45 seconds. You don't get touched. Is that a weird feeling when you go to the back? Like, did you have to go and do some push-ups or something just to sweat a little bit?
Yeah, man. I was like, yeah, I was still amped. I was antsy. I was like, man, like I kept telling my coaches, like, man, like I want more, I just, because in my head I'm prepping for like him to be tough, to be durable, to come at me with some shots to like counter my counters. I just had all like a whole different scenario in my head, a whole different game plan and mindset, and to go out there and execute. As soon as I see my openings, because I'm just a natural finisher. I seen the openings, capitalize on it, and that's all I needed.
And you got none of that. And he's a tough dude. Like he usually gets into wars, he's all bloody and everything like that. But it was just such an impressive finish, such an impressive moment for you in your career. And I feel like people are starting to recognize you as one of those guys that is going to be in the title picture. Probably the toughest division in the UFC, 155. There's a big main event this weekend as well. In your mind now, how long before you're in that discussion with the likes of the top dogs at 55?
Man, honestly, it all depends on who they give me next. If I feel like if I beat one of these, like one of the older heads in the game, I think I'm pretty much knocking on the door. I've already made 5 statements this far. Just need one more. I keep telling myself just one more, just one more. Just the next fight is it. The next fight is it. It's gonna open even more doors. So, yeah, man, it's next fight, dude. Next fight, we're gonna be knocking on big doors, and depending on who it is, we might get that title shot a bit sooner than expected.
Damn. When was it expected? Like originally, before all of this, when were you thinking?
Man, I got with my coach. I got a new coach in my corner, and we had set like a 2-year plan, like a little further out than that, about a 2-year plan of just pure training and dedication with him, just to like get me prepped and ready for the top, and who's going to be up there like, grappling wise. And yeah, man, is timelines just got cut in half right now, especially with that finish. Maybe if it was a competitive fight, it would have been, I would have had a little bit more time, but now I'm like, shoot, like we're racing.
That was a year ago?
Yeah, about a year ago. Yeah.
You know what?
Actually, last year.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
So
December.
You know what I'd like to see? You versus Mateusz Gamrot. He just had a main event win. You're ranked around the same. I feel like that's the one that gets you into like the top 5. He's currently ranked 8th. You're 14th. There's a bunch of guys. I mean, Hooker's 13th, but I don't know where he's at right now. Connor's 12. Who knows if he fights at 55? Arman Tsarukyan just lost. I know it was somewhat controversial. Fiziev is fighting this weekend. Tony Ferguson. Like, I feel like a fight like that gets you into the top 5, gets you into the top 6, 7, something like that.
Oh yeah, agreed. Definitely. That's why I'm just saying, like, whoever they give me next is gonna, be the next move. Is gonna dictate where I go from there.
How soon do you want to return? I'm assuming you're pretty healthy.
I'm fairly healthy. I had an injury before the fight. I ended up popping my arm out, hyperextended pretty bad. I couldn't even bend my left arm before the week before the fight. So that was pretty wild. Yeah, it was locking up on me pretty bad, but I was like my coaches got in my ear. They're like, "Nah, we got this. Like, don't worry about it. The adrenaline will kick in and you'll be fine." I prepped my mind for it. I started doing a bunch of treatment, got it taken care of, got the mobility back, and I was like, "All right, we got this."
How's it feel now?
It's fine, but like if I do certain things, lay on it wrong, keep it in like the same position. Like if I keep it here, like it ends up locking up on me right now. So I get it checked out tomorrow, and we see what's going on. But it shouldn't be too long of a layoff to let this heal. So yeah, I'll probably be able to fight like the end of the year if it's nothing's too crazy.
That makes the guillotine even more impressive. That your left arm was killing like that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, man. If I lock this one in, because I always guillotine my left side. So I was like, if I lock it in, I gotta make sure it's tight. So we train that. We train that like all fight week, just making sure like that adjustment was there and we got it done.
Did you consider pulling out at all?
It crossed my mind. We talked about it. I talked to the manager about it a little bit, just saying, just played all the options in the cards, but it was a mental battle. It was a mental battle for a couple days, and I was like, man, let me just keep cutting my weight just in case. It's gonna get better. Did my treatment. Just kept doing like mobility stuff with it. Man, started like as soon as I was like, man, I could hit pads with it. I was like, I could just touch it. I was like, all right, we're good. We're just gonna thug this out. So I thugged it out, and it paid off. 45 seconds, man. I would have been so hurt, if I would have missed out on the opportunity. So, that's what life's all about. Taking the risk and seizing opportunities. But I fought injured before, and this injury wasn't as debilitating or bad as the previous one when I lost to Favola. So, once I set that in my mind, I was like, I'm gonna go execute regardless.
What was that injury?
Torn meniscus.
You fought with the torn meniscus.
Yeah.
So that's why you lost. Now we know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could say that confidently.
Confidently.
You were in a lot of pain.
Yes. I couldn't really grapple. I couldn't defend shots like the last 2.5, 3 weeks of camp. And that's really messed up my grappling in that fight. That's why he out-grappled me. If you notice, every time he turned the corner on his shots, I couldn't really defend it. I couldn't pop up, couldn't move. I had to just take it and go with it.
Do you regret it?
Yes, definitely. And that's why it was such a mental battle with this injury, because I was like, should I do it? Should I pull out? Should I not do it? And once I got over that mental hurdle and I felt like physically I was able enough to, endure whatever came on, I was like, all right, we can do this. We got this, So it was a fine line, man, but it was, and even my manager brought it up. He was like, you don't ever want to feel that feeling again, Jay. Like, just know, if you need to, we can pull out. I'm all for it. I'm supporting you. You don't want to look back at your career, and have to feel like, man, you lost to a guy that you could have beat, had you been healthier, so.
Man, you'd be on a 7-fight winning streak now.
Yeah, I would be undefeated as a lightweight for sure.
It's all good. No one even remembers that anymore. Now you're on fire. You're finishing guys left and right. It's really a joy to watch you fight, and I feel like you're about to become a real problem in this division. I feel like there's going to be a lot of guys. What's the biggest problem? I feel like you're going to have a hard time finding fights. That's going to be the problem. I feel like people are going to be like, nah, I'm not going to fight the tarantula. You see that guy's arms? No, thank you. But you are on fire. Congratulations on the win, Jalin. Keep up all the great work. It's really a joy and a pleasure to watch you fight and compete.
Thank you, man. It's an honor to finally be at this position, man, and get the recognition that I've been working so hard for.
Talk to you soon. Enjoy the win, and hope you feel better.
Feeling great, man. Feeling great. I got a bonus too.
Oh yes.
Fifth tries a try.
That was the first one in those 5 fights.
First one after 5 finishes.
Man, any plans?
Man, just invest it and try to let it grow.
That's good. That's smart. You're a smart man. Jalin, we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.